Hey everybody, welcome back to another demo review. No camera because I broke my camera. Well, I didn't break the camera itself, I broke the lens by accident. Pro tip when handling cameras, just if you're in the camera handling business, pro tip, when they are turned on and the lens is extended, do not knock over your tripod. That's just a general rule of thumb that I like to go by now. So yeah, we do have a demo to review, and let's figure out if this guy has the full demo review or the partial demo review. Let's see. Um. Hmm. Hmm. I don't see him as a channel member, or at least I don't think that I do. But oh, I see. Oh, I do see him. Okay. All right, we're good. I do see him. How's it going? All right, so he has a full demo to review, and he says, I am Gold Nova 2, and the rest of us are in Gold Nova, except for one of us, he's Silver 4. We were a full queue, and we play together almost every night, but we haven't been doing it for super long, so there's a lack of coordination compared to what you're used to. Also, one of the guys that we had is not one that we usually play with, but it didn't throw off our game too terribly much. On CT side, I am the B player on Dust 2, and the problem I feel that I'm having is knowing when to rotate or push through tunnels for info. I notice that pretty often the mid/A players die, and then the B players are still alive. I would like to see what you think and hear the opinions of a high-level player. On T side, I was either playing long or taking cat control, and our T side was pretty horrendous too. Also, my aim can be inconsistent, but I'm working on it. Thanks in advance. Watching your videos has already helped me a lot, and I think every CS player would benefit from watching your content. Also, my in-game name is Bean Machine. So, how's it going, Big? Sorry for not responding to you. Sorry for not giving you like a heads up that I'm doing this later than I normally do it. I've been super busy lately. So I hope that you can forgive me, and let's go ahead and jump into your demo review. So, you said you were playing B. B is pretty difficult to play. Not like the site itself necessarily, but understanding the rotations, knowing when to go help your teammates, knowing when to push through, it is difficult. But Pistol here, you guys are going for the 2B setup. First comment I'll make is that Molly, I don't think it's really doing anything. If you're going to buy something that's not armor on pistol round, I think you should do smoke kit. Because that Molly, just think about it. Yeah, it stops the immediate rush. And you even threw it like a couple seconds early if you were just trying to stop the rush. So like, it's landing right now, and you can see that this guy's only like at the start of tons. So yeah, it's stopping the immediate rush, but all they have to do is wait the 7 seconds for the molly, or in this case, wait like 4 seconds, and then they just run through, and now you don't have utility. So I don't think the molly is super useful in this situation, but that's just my opinion. It does allow you guys to get set up a little bit by throwing the molly, which is nice. You have flash out here. You're playing off your teammate's contact. Not the worst idea, but you're really putting a lot of trust into your teammate. And now your mid guy's taking contact. So because you have 2B, usually that's not the most normal setup on D2. Usually you have 3A, 1 mid, 1B. But since you have 2B, you need to either like rotate mid in this situation since your teammate took some contact, or you need to help fight tons. So your teammate just tried to swing tons a little bit, but you didn't really move over to help him at all. You do hit a nice shot on the first guy. You see bomb. But now your mid teammate's dead. The guy that rotated over and the other mid guy. So now it's a 2 versus 3. Little difficult. You have no idea where anybody is. You have repositioned, which is nice. You do see bomb carrier and you kill bomb carrier. At this point, you have no idea if they're close or not. You would assume that they're close, right? Because bomb just ran out. So you don't think that you have enough time to move over to a different spot. Now you're realizing, wait a second, I can move over to a different spot. That's what you're going to do. You take some contact. He's not there. That was my Steam message, by the way. Don't check your Steam. You're fine. You're fine. And so now you're moving around a little bit. You hear this guy come out. There's the one. And you get killed from the side. So, I mean, you did what you could. They also kind of gave you the freebie by giving you bomb, right? They kind of just ran through window for no reason with bomb. You're on P250 here, so probably nothing of value is going to happen. Teammate does get the kill on that guy. You push through. That guy doesn't hear you run up the whole way, I guess. I don't know why he doesn't move. He also had bomb while his teammates are all on A site. Once again, they're letting you back into these rounds. They're making a lot of mistakes. If you guys pull this out, it's entirely the guy with the bomb's fault. Yeah. So, luckily you don't get any freebies. Well, unlucky for you, but lucky for the sake of everybody else. You don't get any freebies. And they're kind of consistent. Well, not consistent, but they're able to make up for their teammates' mistakes. I don't know why I said consistent. So you're going to dry peek this. You got the info that one's there. There's no reason to re-peek. And you flash. I don't really know the purpose of that flash necessarily. You're not peeking it. I guess you're pushing him off the angle, but it's not like you're taking the control or anything. So, I don't know. Your teammate has bomb down on A. He should be calling like, hey, they're A. They're please come A. They're here. And this is why you want to play more towards A, because even though it's a 3v3 here, this is a very difficult retake still. Especially because they have a late lurk coming through B. I don't really understand that, but look, it was a 3v3, now all of a sudden it is a 3 versus 1. Guy was reloading on Cat. You don't have Kit, so you're probably going to want to save here. You do go for a flash that doesn't really blind anybody. And oh, unfortunate. But yeah, you want to play 3 towards A. It helps a lot with long control, helps a lot with cat control, and it honestly helps the B player as well. Because if your teammates are taking long, then they're immediately like, they can either fight everybody because the T's are long, and then you're like, oh wait, maybe I should rotate, or maybe I should push through tons because there's a lot of people over there, right? Or they don't see anybody. They don't see anybody, and they're like, hey, this is kind of clear. Watch out for a B hit. And then you can do that. Same thing goes for Cat, pushing up Cat. You know, they just get the info quick. You guys aren't really, like, taking any map control, and you're just waiting back for them to fight you, right? There's no, like, process of elimination. It's just, you have no information. You're just waiting for them to walk into you. And luckily for you, they're not good. They're really not good. And they've given you a lot of close rounds, like the bomb guy just being in the middle of nowhere, right? There's no point in that. So you get tagged down big time here. That's a nice flash, but again, I don't really see the point of it. You already have a teammate close. You need to be quicker on that rotate. If I was your mid guy, I'd be kind of upset. Not because of this round in particular, but, like, it only takes one guy to hold B site D2. Like, you should be playing this window angle with your teammate close B the entire time. So you can quickly help mid, you can quickly help B. You're in a very easy spot to rotate, but you're just hanging your mid guy out to dry. And mid's very difficult to hold solo, especially when you're not taking any map control, because you don't have any info, right? You're just sitting there waiting, and then all of a sudden 4 players are going to be on you. It's like, that sucks. So we're keeping this setup. Now your mid guy's like, fuck it, I'm not playing mid anymore. I want to play back here. And you go for the early rotate, right? Good idea, except you play a really bad angle, and then you go for the swing out. You do get 1 kill on the guy who's lit, but you played a really bad angle. Like, you set yourself up poorly. I'll jump in game after this and show you how you could set yourself up a little bit better. You had a good timing on the rotate. You just didn't really do anything with it, right? Your teammate was still taking first contact. And you like, even with all the smokes down, you still didn't expect them to come out. So this right here is what a normal B player round should look like. Nobody's coming to you. Your teammates on A are taking all the fights, right? And there's just nothing here. So at this point, you need to realize, hey, I don't have a mid player. I need to look towards mid. The guy just gets a kill, so you're like, hey, wait a second, I can get this guy. So you do. All right, now you unscope. You say, hey, my teammate can take that fight. I need to look towards B. You get the information that your teammate, well, that the enemy is towards A, and they get the kill. Alright, here's the B rush. Here's the B rush that you've been waiting for. Okay, we take that. We take that shot. Alright, so you guys shut down their B rush pretty well. To be fair, they didn't have the best guns. There's no reason to take this fight here. Like, they have to come to you. They have to try to get bombed down. We'll take that shot through the door, though. I'd be pretty upset if I was that guy. There you go. Nice little 3K. First shot was pretty crisp. And let's get into round 9. So, like, thinking about it logically, they just rushed B, right, for the first time all game. They're not going to rush B 2 rounds in a row. There's no reason to have 2 people B. You should be playing A here, especially because your teammate has a PP Bison. You've also, like, your team has gotten 2 kills so far. So now you're starting to realize, but now your B teammate's also rotating off. There's no reason for that. You realize, hey, wait, B's kind of open. So you go back, and you're just going to hold. You don't see anything. You're not going to see anything. And your teammates clean it up. I mean, that's the average round of a B player. But again, you don't need 2 people B. That's the biggest point from all this, is you do not need the players B that you're sending there. Like, yeah, it's really good if they rush B, but if the T's were, like, competent at all, and, like, they were going towards A or something, you know, it's just not a good setup. Also, so you used a molly there. I'm pretty critical of molly usage just because I feel like there's so many better times to use them. The last time they split mid, they smoked off CT, right? They did the mid to B smoke. Most likely, if they want to do that again, they're going to throw the same smoke because it worked out for them in the first time they did it. So you want to wait to hold that molly until the smokes are down. So then they're delayed by 7 seconds, and their smoke time is halved. And so now they only have half the time that they normally would to be able to take the positions while the smoke is down, right? So you get tagged up by the op, you decide to go back right just to go left again? I don't know. But look how difficult of a retake this is. Also, you guys heard him plant. You guys can easily hear that plant. Your B teammate should have rotated over a little bit quicker. Only by a couple seconds. You guys end up securing the round. Throw flash. Guess your teammate heard a step or something, but like, there's nobody there. I don't know where you heard the step. Like, your mid teammate's dead. One of your A teammates are dead. This is a very difficult round. Yeah, alright. You should have died there. I was gonna be somewhat disappointed if you ended up getting that kill. Because he should have had that kill on you 10 times out of 10. And so I'm glad that he did. He almost didn't. You almost got the kill. But you really should have never had an opportunity to do that. Also, I don't know how I feel about the MP9 no armor buy. I'm assuming that you misspot? I don't know. We'll go with you misspot. Yeah, I watch football. What's up? So you're jumping across. No reason to do that. Like, yeah, you can jump spot it, I guess, but I don't know. Your teammate's already taking first contact. By the time they get to this, like, where your crosshair is, like, your teammate's already gonna be dead. You can't really trade out that well. I mean, you can trade out that well, but you can't really keep them alive that well. So you don't have a mid player, right? Your mid player just died. That was also my Steam message. Don't worry about it, boys. Don't worry about it. And you still had your back turned towards mid. So now you're like, okay, maybe I should rotate A. And again, this is just a difficult retake because you don't have the bodies towards A. And you're going to die real quick here. There you go. Thank you, Gage. Thank you. So you're on USP. Whatever. You get one. We'll take it. We'll take it. Second to last round here. You're going for the M4. Again, you don't have a lot of utility, and your teammates don't have a lot either. I don't know how useful that molly is. Like, I don't really see the reasoning. They've rushed B once, and he didn't even throw a molly on the rush. There was a smoke down, and it completely stopped them. So I don't think that molly's really deterring anything. I feel like you're kind of wasting it. So your teammates are looking towards mid. You got your second B player looking towards mid too. So all you have to do is hold this. And that's all you're going to do. Right? That's all you're going to do. This guy's opping. You're going towards mid for some reason, even though your teammate's holding it. It does look like they're going up A, so I understand why. But bomb's about to come out B here. What an absolute fake by them. You just got. You still think it's A. Even though this guy just ran all the way to B. You're like, wait, what's going on? Why are you walking? Alright. You gotta stop walking. There you go, you heard me. You get the first, your teammate gets the second, and you guys defuse the bomb and win. So here we go. Last round of first half. You have an op and you still molly it? I don't agree with that at all. There's already an op mid. What are you doing? You're holding this cross? That's your play? Nah, you can rotate over, brother. There's no reason for you to be holding this cross like this. This is not the setup. Like, yeah, you'll get a kill, but you could be so much closer, help out your teammates. If you still had a molly, that'd be pretty sick, right? So, like, I don't know what the strat is. You're just in the middle of the open here. You're not moving. You're not doing anything. Probably not the best play. So, throw the Xbox smoke. You guys are going up mid to B. They double drop CT on you and you can't land a shot. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. So you're on P250 here. Your teammates all die. Except for one of them. He's about to die though. Oh, maybe you're about to die. Rip you. Throwing Xbox is not a bad idea at all. Kind of good that you're doing it. It allows your teammates to try to get up cat, but they're just not getting up cat. I don't know I don't know why they took so long to get up cat there. I guess they were waiting for the lower tons guy to swing back out. You're not going to clear pit, are you? Nope. That's one of the things about you being so late going long, is that you need to full clear those angles, right? They can get anywhere in there. And it's not like you went out immediately so you would see them cross, right? So it's something that you need to clear. Again, I don't know why your teammates are just bunching up mid. You're smoking Xbox for them. They need to try to get up cat here and take that map control, or at least fight for that map control. You're holding the long flank. You're doing a good job at that. But now they're taking 1v1s on cat, and it's just not working out for them. They do push through long, so you get the kill. It's now a 3 versus 3. You're a pretty patient player, which is good. That will help you in the long run. It's kind of hard to be a patient player in pugs. Also, two things. One, how are you not going to full clear the angle you died from last round? Right? Let's learn from our mistakes. Number two, crosshair placement when you're peeking. You know where they're going to play on long, right? There's only a couple angles, but this crosshair placement, you're swinging out, you're pressing W and D right now, you're not just, like, strafing, and you're going to die because of that, right? You can't counter strafe when you're doing WD, you would have to do AS, and that's very difficult. Wait, are you missing the Xbox smoke? Is that why your teammates don't go mid? Oh no, you're landing it. Okay. I throw mine a little bit lower than that, so I was just confused. Also, no need to walk. No need to walk. That's your teammate. Chill out. Make sure your molly didn't molly anybody out. Clear the angs. Well, you saw at the top of his head. Unfortunate. You're going to die here. Oh, guy was scoped in, and he still couldn't get the kill on you. That's how you know these are quality opponents. 3 versus 3, should be a win, right? They have 2 people on B. They also have 2 ops. As long as you guys don't do anything stupid, this should be a round secured, right? They also have no, they have 2 kits, my bad. Now it's all of a sudden a 1 versus 3, 1 versus 2 now. They're really low on time. You feel the need to peek. You're worried about everything. Yeah. Unfortunate. Oh, they didn't have time. Haha, you still won. It shouldn't have been that close, right? It should not have been that close. A 3 versus 3 A-site retake with 2 people on B with op. Like, come on. That should favor the T's every time. This is where it gets difficult, though. They have 3 ops on the board, right? It's very difficult when you don't have good smokes, you don't have, like, really good practice team chem, and you're not really hitting those crisp headshots all the time to play against ops on D2, right? So, again, you're just patient here, waiting for them to peak. And they do, but they have an op, right? You're not hitting those crisp shots. You're not getting that immediate headshot. And the op's going to completely take advantage of that every single time. They maintained 2 ops from last round. So, it's going to be the same story as last round, right? You get the smoke, so you need to try to get up close here. And completely, close the gap. You hear him get hit by molly, so you get that trade. Your teammate almost kills you. Blocks you in your own molly. Your B teammate at this point should be, like, noticing that, hey, I haven't heard anything B in a long time. Maybe there's nobody B. The CTs have gone for a full rotate. Bomb's now down long. You guys do get the round, but that was a lot closer than it should have been. It was a 2v2, and they both had ops. Both the CTs had ops. I guess that favors the CTs, so you guys did sneak one out there. Xbox smoke misses. And the Opper is going to try to take advantage of that. But luckily, you guys are getting the opening picks. No problem. You're about to get flanked from top mid. And your player coming top mid does get that kill. 1 CT, 1 B. And this is a round secured. Not too shabby. You see, You guys got the opening picks because you guys were going for some crisper shots, and the CTs didn't have the op setup that they normally had. So they're going to save one, maybe? No, they forced? Kinda? I don't know. The money's not good. Money management at lower levels is always bad, especially when it comes to, like, doing things with your team. It's always, like, surprisingly bad how many, like, I don't know. Somebody will buy a Deeg with 36, but then the other guy will force a Nova down to 0. It's funky. We'll clean up some ecos. Unfortunately for the CTs, the guy underpass doesn't really peak or lower. And now he finally starts shooting, but he doesn't even kill you. I don't know. So this is another round secured for you guys. 10-14. And now the CTs, look, they got an MP9, they have a scout, but then they have 3 M4s. And the scout guy didn't even buy armor, had $3,000 left over. I don't know what's going on. Again, for like the 5th time, these are not high quality opponents. And if you just disrespect them a little bit more and have, you know, better pre-aim, faster time to kill, better like headshot percentage, this is so easy for you to win. Because there have been so many gunfights where it's just taken so long for one of you guys to get the kill. Or like even if you get the kill, you've taken like 80 damage because it's not a clean kill. There hasn't been a lot of clean kills. And trying to, like, for lack of a better word, clean that up. Trying to, you know, make the kills more efficient. Like that. That was pretty good. The guy was already lit, though, and he didn't get the headshot. So that was alright. You also need to hold that angle. Yeah. You saw your teammate in front of you watching door. You need to hold tons. I know you had just looked away, but you're exposed to tons, and that's something that you need to look at. Right? Your teammate looked at you for a second, saw you were holding tons, so didn't even consider that you could not be holding tons. Again, he pushed you with op. If you have better crosshair placement, crisper aim right there, you get the headshot, and he looks like an idiot because you hear him running up, right? He has to stop, scope, flick, shoot, and all you have to do is hit the headshot. But unfortunately, you're not that comfortable with your aim, and so you're not going to get that kill, right? That should favor you every single time. It should take a really nice shot from the CT to be able to get that kill. So here you guys get a kill on A. You know, in the past, that's made them really rotate towards A. Send the extra player there, if not completely abandon B. Maybe you guys work back B here. Unfortunately, both of your teammates, to make that happen, die. You do hear one coming up or doing something. "2v2, this is entirely winnable." You're like, hey, wait, let's go B on this, and then the guy has an op. So that's just unfortunate. Let me jump in and show you what I was talking about when I was saying you didn't take that fight well on CT's side. And I think that's all I have. I'll go over some cat stuff, right? So you came out, you had the good rotate, like you were like, oh yeah, they're probably coming out mid, and then you just kind of like sat here, right? And you can't see anything from this angle. You need to get closer and play the headshot, or you need to get further back, play like this, or you just need to say, hey teammate, sit in this corner. I'm gonna sit in this corner, and we'll have a pretty sick crossfire, right? But instead, you sat right here. You can't see anything. They can see you pretty well, right? And you're just done for. Also, some cat utility. This is the smoke that I throw. And my little pro tip for lining up smokes quickly is, well, so let me show you what you were doing, right? And it looks really awkward. right? That's what you were doing to line up the smoke. What to do instead, right? You just want to already have your crosshair up and then adjust it. You know where to put your crosshair. Like, this is not a really involved smoke. This is pretty easy. So you don't have to start your crosshair down here, find the little thing, and then go up. No, you know where it is, right? So start your crosshair up and then just do a little bit of an adjustment. Just kind of guess, right? And you can throw it a lot faster. There's also fast Xbox smokes. I completely forget how to throw them. Oh, did I just miss it? Hold on, let me throw it properly. Make sure I can throw it. What the heck? What the heck? Could have sworn it's this up to here, right? Right? Yo, they changed it. They changed it. They changed it. But, so you had Xbox smoke, and then you went up here, and, like, you were mollying. You were mollying, right? Which is a good idea, I guess, you know. Molly's the opper off, but it's not like you ever peeked right here, and they had an opper posted. So there's no real need. Like, usually, you're trying to prevent all these things. I'm on 64 tick. Why am I on 64 tick? I don't know why I'm on 64 tick. I thought I had tick rate 128 going on. I don't know. I think it's because I just watched a demo. It usually fucks up sometimes. All right. So, yeah. So you're trying to prevent things from happening that haven't even happened yet. So usually, you know, an opper's like posted up here or something. He gets you one round, like he shoots you, you die, and then the next round you're like, hey, there's an opper posted up there. Let me throw a molly so he can't be there, right? Let me actually peek this properly. I don't think I one time saw you like really peek it like this. Every single time you would like throw the molly, and then you would kind of like come around here and kind of go like that, right? You were never like sidestepping, trying to peek it. But the way to do it, and we'll see if I can land this because it's 64 tick, but the way to do it is to like flash the angle, and if you throw the flash a little bit harder, right, it will go further and blind this guy who's holding this, right? And then from there, you can like really just start taking control. You had a lot of like slower ideas on what to do, like, you know, sitting outside a lung and holding it or whatever, right? You had a lot of slower plays to catch him off guard, but you never really had any fast plays to catch him off guard, right? So you were never going for something like this. You're like, okay, nobody's there. You know, let me throw. What's the smoke? I forget what the smoke is, but it's something like that, right? It's closer than that. Where's the smoke? Is it right on here? That's close enough, but you get my point. There's another lineup for it, which is this. Right, and this will allow you to one-way right here a bit. You can work around it. There's a CT smoke somewhere in here. There we go. So you got a CT smoke. You can do a lot of stuff with this. You can even like get up close, flash like that, and like go for the CT drop, right? There's a lot of different things you can do. But you were never really doing anything like that. I never saw you throw like a mid-B smoke or something like that just to spook them. You know, flash here. Maybe don't flash there. Flash here. You can even throw like a molly like this and like, wait, molly like this. Go for the spam, right? You weren't doing anything fun. It was a pretty boring demo. You know, not even like a basic flash like that. And then when you were peeking angles, it was just like you were coming around. Like that one time you went long and you cleared out right here, right? You came around like this. You were actually looking like this. But the point is you were walking diagonally, right? When you're peeking here, usually you want to use some sort of utility. And, like, you want to be looking at these kind of angles, right? You don't want to just, like, just come out sideways. You want to be able to stop yourself, right? So that's all I have. Thank you all for watching. And I'll see you guys next time, hopefully with a camera.